Meditation is this constant reminder of how to really love myself. If I can just sit in meditation for 2 minutes, 5 minutes, or 25 minutes, just to be with myself like that, just to be with my frustration, my boredom, my sadness, my anxiety, my joy, my happiness, my peace, whatever I got going on, just to be with myself, that's real love, right? Not this emotional, positive affirmation, everything about me is great, but I'm just gonna be with myself and not expect anything, not force changes or fixes or whatever the case may be. So I'm gonna invite you to practice loving yourself here just for a few minutes with me, just as you are. Close your eyes and let's take a deep breath in and sigh it out. Take another deep breath in and sigh it out. And lastly, inhale and exhale. And just be. Just be with yourself one breath at a time. And we can notice so much surrounding our breath. Thoughts that are distracting us from our feelings or from our life circumstances, or maybe they're indulging our feelings or life circumstances. And we can be with those thoughts without giving ourselves over to them. One breath at a time, we can acknowledge what we're feeling on an emotional level and use our breath not to push those feelings away, but just to breathe through and to be with those feelings, to remind ourselves that it's okay to feel however we feel in this moment. We just connect with our breath. We can acknowledge that miracle of our breath breathing itself, sustaining us, renewing us. We can be with the feel of our physical bodies, whether we're exhausted or energized, whether we're feeling healthy and strong or weak and achy. We can breathe and just be with ourselves, mentally, emotionally, physically. Just a few breaths to be. To notice those judgments and expectations if they're moving through our headspace, but not to attach ourselves to them, not to believe that hype. And maybe let the only expectation, the only standard that we care to meet, be that of presence. I'm willing to be present with myself in this moment, one conscious breath at a time. And I am willing to practice presence in my everyday life, in my relationships, in my responsibilities. Just going to be with myself. And realize a greater trust, belief, and capacity for love through that presence. One breath at a time. I'm not abandoning myself. I'm not belittling myself. I'm just here. And now. open and allowing, unconditionally accepting. One conscious breath at a time. And we'll close out our brief practice with 3 deep breaths, inviting ourselves to remain present throughout each of these breaths. Taking a deep breath in through the nose and sighing it out. Another deep breath in and sighing it out. And lastly, inhaling and letting go. Opening the eyes as we're ready.